Okay, today I'm going to get this mounted, this apparatus that returns the knees back to position so you can put a new log on. So hopefully I'll get that all into position. I don't have the board cut for it. The board on that wedges into here, the top of it wedges into there, and then that's what returns your knees. And so I need to have my carriage sitting on the tracks and then do some measurements so I can get my board cut the right height so that it'll contact there. I don't have a real good, the old board, I've got pieces of the old board, but I don't have any real good measurements. So I thought it'd be best to wait on milling that board out until I get to that point. So that's what my project is right now. I am just like a 1/4 inch too wide here on this piece. So all I got to do is move this surface here, move that little keeper back a little bit, hoping that it won't be too rusty. Okay, so my deal here, the distance between there and here, the distance between those two spots is a 1/4 inch shy to fit in between those there. And I have already tried this piece. When I went and got the sawmill, was buried in the dirt, and so it has just been froze up. And I originally tried to pull it apart and was unable to. So what I need to do is move this piece back a little bit, and I cannot. I tried earlier and then I just tried again, but I can't get any of these bolts to pop loose. So the only option I have here, I didn't want to twist that off. It's just making a bigger mess. So to gain that 1/4 inch on that, I went and grabbed my router, and I am just going to router that down just a 1/4 inch so that it'll fit, everything will fit together. Okay, that ought to be perfect. Okay, that ought to work. Okay, this apparatus is all where it needs to be. So what'll happen is that'll be about right there, and then when you need to put the knees back on the carriage, you just push on that with your foot. And what that does, we'll have a deck down in here, so it's not so high to get a hold of. But what that does is this will be bolted to the board that interacts with the wheel on the carriage, and when you push that down, it'll just raise that whole board up and down. So the board will go between there and here on this piece, which in turn will go back and forth and go up and down on this side. Pretty straightforward and easy solution. So all I got to do here, I got to touch up some paint, and that piece will be all in as far as I can get it at this point.